Hi there, my name is Aaron, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. Today it is Bluesday, so we are talking about the Shout Select sale. I'm going to be showing you 10 of my favorite Shout Select titles that I have in my collection, and so much more. So with that, let's hit the intro. I want to thank whoever comes in here today. I really appreciate it. It is actually Tuesday the 5th, which means for me, it is wrestling game day. If you watch it around today, I did a stream. I was working a bit on the audio issues, so I'll be doing another one later on where we're going to look at it a bit more, and I will be doing a complete review of the game once I've had a few days on it. I'm still doing a review for the Columbia Volume 4 box set. That is taking a while because of the way that I have to do it. And to go through all the features, it's pretty intense, guys. It's a pretty cool box set. With all that being said, Shout Select has had a sale. I wanted to bring in 10 of my favorite Shout Select titles. Hey there, Richard. Welcome, man. And talk about some other releases and stuff that's coming out in the next little while. So without further ado, let's dive into it and let's look at that Shout Select sale. So we can see it right here, and we're going to look at it a little bit deeper because I want to give you some recommendations. Hey, Indy, welcome, man. You're always welcome to come in if you want to. You always can join the stream. You can always come in and join join us if you want to. I'm not sure what time it is there if you're at work, but it's an open invitation. Shout Select is an underrated sublabel. A very underrated sublabel, and I have been like really reevaluating when it comes to like the sublabels, like my thoughts, because sometimes I think a sublabel can completely work. Other times, I think that sublabel, it's what it is or what it's meant to be, just gets lost in the whole like shuffle of it all. What did I do with my drink? I had a drink here a second ago. Oh, there we go. My unnamed cola. So I figure we'll look into this. As we go through this, I'm going to give you 10 Shout Select titles that are in my collection, and whether I recommend them or not, and how they got there. But with that being said, you want to see less of me and more of the screen? I'm guessing you do, so here we go. Let's look at the titles right at the start right here. So we've got things like Fargo, which is an excellent film and became an excellent TV series. So that's something to know as well. I got to check something here. Excellent. I want to make sure that what I recommend Fargo. At regular $31.99 RSP at $22.99, that's actually a decent price for this here title, and I would say that I definitely recommend it. You'll just let me know, man. We'll set it up. Had a great time having you on here last time, and we'll love to have you on here again. Andy was on here back when he was in Canada. We were both doing that. We're a Canadian connection, and Reddy, also another Canadian YouTuber, was on here as well. So it was a lot of fun. So let's look at this one right here. Let's dive in. So it's the 4K UHD. Gotta love that for $22.99 for the 4K UHD. It's been too long, man. It's been too long, Andy. 2-disc set, audio commentaries, featurettes, interviews. 4K restoration, supervised by Roger A. Deakins himself, the cinematographer of the film. With the Dolby Vision and HDR10 compatible. Yeah, this is one I want in my collection. Another fun one that I will say, when somebody told me this movie existed and told me what it was about, Laserdisc. Oh, that's going back, man. Um, I was kind of, I thought it was going to suck. I really thought it was going to suck. They're like, hey, there's a movie coming out with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze, and it's about like surfers and bank rob and bank heists. So I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound like a me thing. It's a very much a me thing. Point Break's an excellent film, and way way better than I thought it was going to be. Another one I need to eventually add to my collection, 4K, and I've only got the DVD edition of JFK, and only because I've got that set that came out. That God, what's it called? They put out the set. The director's set was put out. I'm not sure if it had a special name on it um, or just done by by his films. But I think it was just called the Oliver Stone Collection. I don't think there's anything else written on it. Actually, kind of curious. So let's go over here. And I'll show you the old one I got. Yeah, it's right there. So this is how old my Oliver Stone stuff is. This is the set I got. Salvador, Platoon, Wall Street Talk Radio, Born on 4th July. Excellent set, by the way. But yeah, I kind of need an upgrade. We got Streets of Fire here. The music in Streets of Fire. Streets of Fire is one of those that has such an incredible soundtrack to it. Stone was really involved in that release because he hated the early Warner Brothers transfer. And that's the thing. I mean, when we see a lot of this stuff here, it's like, and when you mention Laserdisc, I think of 4K now as like what Laserdisc used to be, right? Stone's commentaries are top tier because the fact is, if you're getting into it enough that you're getting the 4K player and you're getting the 4Ks, that is cinephile level, my friend. That is cinephile level. You're thinking, okay, that's what Roger Ebert did. Like VHS and all that way around at the time, and DVD, and he had down in his movie room, he had a laser disc player. He had a couple of them actually, and a whole like load of laser discs that he would be able so that he could actually go in and watch movies scene by scene. We got Hackers, which has never been a great film, but I like it. Like, I'm never going to tell somebody you got to pick up Hackers. It's very much a movie of its time, and because of that, I think there may be people that will look at this and they'll say, "What were they thinking?" But I got a kick out of Hackers, so that was a lot of fun. Anybody that remembers the Cookie Monster virus and the insanity of what? It's so weird nowadays when you look and you see what studios, even today, what they thought like hacking was going to be like, and what they thought like AI was going to be. Yeah, they were. Let's just say they weren't. Most of them weren't exactly techies. They were not techies that were doing this stuff. See, I did watch it. I really did like it, but I'm kind of wondering if it's a nostalgia thing for me, or if like a younger audience might get a kick out of it, and maybe even like a ironic way. Liar, liar. I saw this the day it came out. Not in theater though. I saw this VHS. I rented this on VHS, and man, I was super super blown away by this. I think Chris Allen, someone like that. In the elevator, the girl, the sexy girl. I think it was when one of the girls did the Emmanuel, the later Emmanuel stuff. We got Deer Hunter, which is another brutal raw film that is just an incredible watch, but a bit of a hard watch. I think if I'm correct, this is the one here that caused the controversy. This is one of the ones that, for some reason, Shout Select actually went out and like region locked this disc. Yeah, they did. The region locked the 4K disc. The idea behind the concept of 4K, for those who don't collect, is that it's a worldwide collecting format. So no matter where you pick up your 4K disc, that should be able to play in any 4K player. The fact that it's a region locked disc, really, really sketchy. Now, remember when you see things like this where it says sold out, it's just talking about the poster, not talking about the movie itself. But if you're in North America, you can definitely grab that, or if you got a region free player. Walnut Heart, I love that movie. Magnificent Seven is one of my all-time favorite westerns. And I grew up watching this one over and over again. When my oldest daughter was old enough to watch it, we sat down and we watched it together. She absolutely adored this one. I think this is the last 4K before we start going into Blu-ray territory. Yeah, brand new look, Dolby Vision remaster. Gotta love that. Yeah, unfortunately, you do get some, very rare, but you will find some that hit the region locking, and it should never happen. What at Heart. I don't think Laura Dern ever looked so beautiful as she did in Wild at Heart. But it is such a fun film. Well, she's still gorgeous. She looks gorgeous anyway. But I mean, peak Laura Dern, like 76 minutes of extended and deleted scenes. Like 76 minutes. And here's something that I don't think it's noticed enough, but these making ofs, these EPKs, making ofs, these, especially if they're ones that were on TV at the time, they're so good. They are like gold to have. I don't have it here right now, but my Dragnet had a making of like that, which was incredible. Got the Police Academy collection right here. New featurettes, new commentary. On part 4 of all parts. It's a 5-disc set. It's like what? I think there's 7 films, 6 or 7 films like that. I think there's 7 in the Police Academy series. Was it Mission Moscow the last one? Now we're getting in some. I'm a massive Sonny Chiba guy. Look, this one here includes the artwork. So you can, if you order this one, it's $38.99 right now. Normally $59.99. If you order this one here, it does include the poster. So you're going to notice that a lot of these, like the posters are already sold out, but this poster here is freaking awesome. Like this, look at the cover of this. How could you not want this poster and not want this here disc? Got Defense Power of Aikido, Karate Warriors, Karate for Life, Go-Go 13, Asan Kowlan. I already had the Go-Go. Anybody else have the Go-Go 13 like video game, the NES video game back in the day? Am I just so old? The Okinawa War of 10 Years. When I was a kid, I knew of Okinawa because of this and because of like of Karate Kid. Got the poster. Oh, that's so. I wish I got more posters of these. But Sonny Chiba Collection Volume 2 comes with the poster. We got the Burbs. See the poster? The Burbs is sold out. Sonny Chiba poster is better though. Burbs is a wonderful film. Brand new winners of this one and a new scan. Platoon, which yeah, it was. Like Go-Go 13 did have anime. I'll show you, man. It's right here. One of the ones that me and my better have could like oh, you ought yourself see the Burbs. It's really good and really weird. And not doubt what you think it is going to be. Liar Liar is so much fun. It's just a fun comedy. To Cool World, which for the longest time was like just languished on like VHS and didn't look like it was going to get a release, and then finally it did. And we got like it's approved by Ralph Bakshi. Got some brand new interviews here. I kind of dug this film. It took me a while to get into this one though. I think it's like my second or third watch before I actually really liked it. And Midnight Run. I think this is where we start. This is where we do it. Midnight Run is a favorite of mine. This is the alternate artwork, by the way. So you can see the original artwork right there on my screen, and this is the alternate artwork for Midnight Run. I love this movie. It's just so fun. It is loaded, and I do mean loaded with special features. Look at this. Even this like original Blu-ray transfer it's a great transfer. Was one of the earliest shared selects that came out, and I love this. It was actually like a short-lived like TV series with Chris McDonald, but this is a really fun one. If you haven't seen Midnight Run, definitely a recommendation for me. I love the covers of this. A film that was created in a way to promote a video game peripheral that didn't work very well. Welcome to The Wizard. See, The Wizard came out. It was a big deal because I'm a fan of The Wizard. I'll explain why, actually. So The Wizard would show you Super Mario game before it came out. You'd also get a look at the Nintendo Power Glove, which would eventually become a thing. Was a thing, obviously, but this was meant to promote the Super Mario game. Was meant to promote the Power Glove, the failed Power Glove, and there's a load of stuff on here: 4K transfers, audio commentary with the director, never before released scenes, a whole bunch of new making of stuff. I love the artwork. It's this 8-bit artwork, and I'm a massive 8-bit fan. For those who don't know, I'm a massive like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, and when I went to collect the Funkos for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I combined my 8-bit love with my love of certain Funkos and my love of TMNT, and I collected the 8-bit Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Funkos. I'm that geeky, guys. I get asked like today. I was doing the W2K24 video game, and I was asked, do you like video games too? I'm like, I like a lot of things. I'm a geek. Summer School, just such a fun movie. I saw this in theater. There are these kids that are like obsessed with horror films, and there's a scene, the scene, and for some people it's like their introduction to horror. It's a fun one. I mean, The Wizard, I think there was initially there came at this it was like I'm part of like maybe a multi-pack. Actually, I didn't, but I'll look for that next time around. Actually, that's kind of cool. So, Summer School blew a lot of people away because you went in expecting something and you got something else, something way better than expected. Last Detail is a great Jack Nicholson film. Nothing But Trouble is one that I got to rewatch. My youngest sister loves this movie. Like she was a massive fan of this growing up. Okay, this next one is a great film, and if you ever went to acting or writing or anything like that, then this is definitely it's an actor's film. And that's Glengarry Glen Ross. It's just such a brilliant film with so many wonderful performances. I'll check for you, actually. So many wonderful performances. Got a lot. We do. We got an audio commentary with pop culture historian Russell Dybel and a ton of interviews, including him actually managed to get one with Chevy Chase. So there's something for him. Which he's not always the easiest person to get to interview. I love him to come out. I want to meet him. I know he can be problematic in the way that like he just gets on people's face, gets really angry. But were you in the play? I would have loved to have been in Glinka. That's one of the plays I didn't do. I did a ton of Shakespeare and Sophocles and stuff like that, and even some more modern stuff like Tennessee Williams. But I never got to be in Glengarry or Glen Ross, and that is something that I truly bothers me that I miss out on. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. This is the 4K, and again, I'm a massive fan of this one. I do like the sequel, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I think it's fantastic. And I got myself Bill and Ted here. I don't know if I have to get the 4K. Maybe Bogus Journey 4K. See, I picked it up. For those that don't know, I got a video coming up on just like how big the Steelbook boom is starting to take off. For months. This is the Steelbook to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. 30th anniversary edition. I got a conversation about cuffs. We'll have it when I get there. But yeah, massive fan of this film. Massive enough that I actually bought the Steelbook at a Sunrise Records. So Quigley Down Under again. I love the Quigley Down Under too. I love a lot of these films. There's Shared Select kind of speaks to me in some of the titles that they're released. Used Cars was fun. Twins I liked. Adaption wasn't my favorite, but I liked it. Let's talk cuffs. There's a reason why I talk cuffs. So I was at this shop and it was like a rental place. So I rented cuffs. This is like on VHS back in the day. And I was in college at the time. And somebody swiped my cuffs. So I ended up having to go and pay. And VHS, you were back in the day, you weren't paying. This wasn't paying $20. Now you're paying like for the cost of them to re-get that into like a video store, and that could be real expensive. And it cost me a bit actually, but I actually did enjoy this film. As you can see, composer Howard Faltermeyer. If you're wondering where Beverly Hills Cop. Tu Wong Fu, thanks for everything. We're talking this movie recently. My sister-in-law saw this on I think a Moroccan airplane. Back when you had when you didn't look at your screen and you pick out your own movie, when like the screen was on like a big screen. Such a fun film. Like Shared Select does have, I gotta say, an amazingly cool vibe to it. Yep. Sometimes even more gleaming. Like there's a reason you rented back in the day. It really was too expensive to buy a movie. So we're very lucky right now. Natural Born Killers again is another Oliver Stone classic. $21 is a great price for the Street Fighter collection. Too bad that poster's not around. Yeah, what's communal? That's the thing. Everybody was looking at their own thing. And that's what kills me nowadays. I'm going to seem like an old man, shouting at, at the wind, at the clouds. But, but I got to get this out. Nowadays, everybody's got their phone or their iPad or their tablet. And when you go on a plane, everybody's got their own little thing to watch their own movie or their own TV show or stuff like that. Everything seems to be focused on that solo experience. And it's not so much focused on the viewer experience, like the communal experience. And one of the reasons I rage on about that, because my channel is focused on the communal experience. That's what this is all about. The original name of called a cinema, if you go back and you check, is Live Movie Club. Uh, and I hope that when you come on here, that you get that and you feel that kind of communal experience. Street Fighter Collection was so fun. N64 cards. Yeah, there's the thing. People talk about how expensive video games are now, but they were way more expensive when I was a kid. Way more expensive now. This Street Fighter, Return to Street Fighter, Street Fighter slash Revenge. I only have these on a really dodgy DVD release of them. Like, I'm not even sure what the company is, but it has like this slip cover and it kind of like opens up. Anybody know what I'm talking about? But I really need to upgrade this. I keep going to, and I'm worried that I'm gonna not do it, and then I'm gonna end up like missing out. Sonny Chiba collection. See, the second one sold out. The first one's poster sold out. We still have a chance to see the second. Last time I saw No Hard Feelings in a cinema. The last movie I got to see in the theater was FNAF. So Five Nights at Freddy's. And I got to see it with my sister and my niece. And we sat down with a whole bunch of people that were massive fans of. I'll find out for you, man. We'll go over to Arrow and check it for you. Of Five Nights at Freddy's, and for me, it was like so knew about it. I knew about, like, I played a couple of games. I knew about it from Matt Pat's vids and stuff like that. But and I had such a great time. It was such a wonderful time. No Hard Feelings, by the way, is coming to me from, if that's the one I'm thinking of, the one with Sydney Sweeney. Actually, Sony is sending me that one, and I've put off watching it until. Oh, No Hard Feelings is the one I got. Actually, one I reviewed, isn't it? Because that's the one I really liked. Is that the one with Jennifer Lawrence? Because that was freaking excellent. Now, go into Five Nights at Freddy's realizing that a couple other films ripped it off, like, first. Like, that's what I want you to know. So the Street Fighter Collection trilogy right here. Looks like we got an auto commentary with Andrew Heskins and Jason Mudge. A 30-minute interview with Sonny Chiba. Cutting moments interview with Jack Shoulder. Director discussing his role in creating the legend of Sonny Chiba. Jack Shoulder did? Turn the Street Fighter. Auto commentary with Jonathan Clements. Just 3. And it's a booklet. So we'll go back to Street Fighter. So they have the interview here, interview with Shoulder, but which is on the Arrow edition. I'd say let's just check something. New 2K scan for the original Japanese cut. Is the original Japanese cut there for part 3? Yep. Okay. So if you're an auto commentary fan, Gleaming, then you might want to grab the Arrow edition, depending on, like, how big of a fan you are of it. If not, $21.99 is a good price for it. When Harry Met Sally is one of my favorite rom-coms of all time. I was going to pick this up. This actually came to my local Walmart for under $20. And I was at work at the time, and I couldn't believe when Harry Met Sally was actually showed up at my Walmart as a Shout Select edition. So I said, okay, I'm going to come back on my lunch break because I was on my 10-minute break, and I'm going to buy it. When I got back, it was gone. So I never got to get When Harry Met Sally. Such a great Rob Reiner film. Harry Connick Jr. had to be you. Red Dawn, again, one I saw as a kid that I actually really enjoyed. California is one I actually really loved. My better half, the Volume 2 right now is on sale, Gleaming. Not only is it on sale, it's on sale with the poster included. So if you get it now, then you'll get the poster. and you get it at sale price. So my better half, I used to like uh be obsessed with these like boxes, like that you get like the like the different types of like mystery boxes and stuff. So they were really hard and really expensive in Canada. So my better half decided to do one day was a part of my gift for I think it's for my birthday one year. She went out and she like got this box, got a shoebox, and then she went and she got like a like a Funko figurette, and we got some movies and put them in there, and had a mystery box for me. And, there's no Walmart in Morocco, unfortunately, uh, and California. Like the original, like Blu-ray California was one of those releases that was in there. Uh, I don't know if I'd upgrade because that one means so much to me, but it's a thought. Into the Night is a classic. It is a wonderful film. It's also my next recommendation, the ones I own. Into the Night is a wonderful movie with Jeff Goldblum and the beautiful Michelle Pfeiffer. If you've not seen this, it's a great film. John Landis did a great job on this one. Feature-wise, I got some nice features on here. Interview with Landis, interview with Jeff Goldblum, a great documentary on BB King, actually. But just some really great stuff. For The Devil Knows You're Dead, I'm not sure if that's a show select I need. Same with Core. Like, are they decent films? Yes. Would I buy the show select? Maybe, maybe not. I think this is volume 2. It is. Okay. I think so because the thing is, with Vinegar Syndrome, where they put so much onus on slip covers, uh, like it's a thing. Like it matters to people if with Vinegar Syndrome. Like it's a big deal for their slip covers. For a lot of companies, slip cover is just kind of a bonus. Like they don't think of it as a massive deal. But that would be one of the reasons that you'd not see like why it is like slipcover with it. It's hard to tell, man. It's almost like Red Dawn's a fun film. I love that film. So as far as Jackie Chan volumes go, volume 2 over volume 1, but get them both. And here's why. Look at what we got here. So there's a lot of good movies on here. We'll get to that. This one's Winners and Sinners, which is an excellent film, by the way. There's Auto Commentary of David West. There's a conversation with Dr. Luke White, author of Fighting Without Fighting. Archival interview with Sammo Hung. The man behind the legend, Sammo Hung. Sammo Hung's so underrated, by the way. Outtakes, but not as underrated as Jan Bo. Jan Bo is insanely underrated. That's worth getting, man. It's worth having. Alternate Japanese end credits. A great film. Also, a really, really fun film is Twinkle Twinkle Lucky Star, which again doesn't get enough cred. Not only does it have the original version, but it comes with the alternate extended Taiwanese version of the film. It's got an auto comment by David West. An interview with Richard Norton. The great Richard Norton. Interview with actor Richard. I just pronounced that Neg. I'm gonna go with Neg. Outtakes, original theatrical trailer, Japanese trailer, and number 3 is one of my favorite all-time Jackie Chan films, Wheels on Meals. This is one of the films that really got me into Jackie Chan. It is just such a well-done film. The fight sequences in this are so good. The humor is great. Got an auto commentary with David West on here. We've got an 88-minute feature-length documentary on how Jackie Chan broke the mold and his bones with starring choreography and set pieces on his return to Hong Kong in the 1980s. Outtake footage, visual theatrical trailer, and now we're going to get into some of the great this things that Jackie Chan put out. Armor of God, 1986, an amazing film. Out of commentary with James Mudge. We got Radek Sineski on Armor of God, interview with Jackie Chan, interview with Willie Chan, interview with Peter Chung. Japanese release outtakes. Armor of God 2. Man, this is such a good set. By the time I'd gotten to my dad's in Canada, I'd pretty much tapped out a lot of my spending resources. But I had this set in my hand so many times at Sunrise Records, and I wanted to buy it so bad. Out of commentary with James Mudge, notes for new direction. Composer Steven Endelman discusses creating a new soundtrack. Need to see more early Chan. Well, we'll get to that actually. Well, this is not the earliest early Chan. The Protector is again another fantastic film. It's the Hong Kong cut of The Protector, which is what you want to see. Standard def, you have the original cut of The Protector. Commentary by Kim Newman, written by Sean Hogan. From New York to Hong Kong, with James Glickenhaus. Locations that are now behind the trailer. Crime Story is also on here from 1993. James Mudge commentary. Criminally Creative, the story of a stylistic U-turn. We got City Hunter on here as well. Jesus, is a loaded set. This is so good. This is so damn good. Slapstick in the City, Jackie Tanner in the 90s. Tons of special features, tons of archival interviews, even a music video. Remember music videos were a thing that we paid a lot of attention to. It's a great set. At $59, it is really worth picking up. 3 O'Clock Hive, $12.99. Actually, that's a good price for that. This Gun for Hire, Veronica Lake and Robert Preston for $10.99. Yes. Yes, please. Out of commentary with Alan K. Rode and Steve Mitchell. Got the Legally Blonde collection. I'm not going to lie, I'd buy that. I'll buy the hell of that. It's $9.99. Get Legally Blonde, which is amazing, and get the other ones, which are also films. I don't know how much I've watched the other Legally Blonde films, but the first one I watched like a bunch. The sequel, I don't remember. I do like Jessica Caulfield though. She was in Valentine. 3 O'Clock House, one of your favorite movies. Grew up watching that. Nice. Do you have the collection, the collector's edition? In this collector's edition here, it's got audio commentary, no interviews. I'm guessing you probably already got it. Murder by Death is hilarious. It does help if you do know the characters that are being lampooned in the film. There's the thing. Because, they're making fun of like Columbo and Miss Marple and, people like that. Yeah, that shit's like nice. Shakedown, I liked, but I did not love. I think I've got to rewatch Shakedown. Hoping it stands up test time better than some of the others, but I was so on it. Valley Girl. This is a favorite of mine. This is one that Brian from Just to This talked about that was important for him, important for his spouse. If you haven't checked out the Just to This podcast episode, or him and his spouse talk about Valley Girl, it's charming and it really should be listened to. He does some great stuff on it. The selection that Shout selects is one of these underrated sublabels that people don't talk about enough. Look at the features on this. Like just isn't that insane? This is, of course, the original artwork. Gotta love the fact that they didn't put Deborah Foreman, the lead actress, on the cover, on poster art. He actually used another girl that has a much smaller role in the film. Um, one of the many stories you find out about when you watch your Salmon Shakedown. That's the thing. Maybe it's not just us then, man. Suburbia's here. I haven't watched this one in a while. The Pianist has never been a favorite of mine, but maybe it's one I got to rewatch. Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Collection. Is that both of them for 1999? Holy crap! Three-disc set. I think this one might have some of the cartoons as well. I don't have it here right now, but Dragnet is one of my favorites. The Just the Facts promotional look at Dragnet with Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks is one of the reasons I love this. It's just so good. Alexandra Paul, yes, the girl from Baywatch, and the girl, of course, from Christine is in this. Russell Dyball does the audio commentary for this one here as well. It's a really great one. I do definitely recommend it. Colors, I saw in theater at least 3 to 4 times. And I had the soundtrack. And although I can't rap or have any rhythm, I sang the Colors like song, Ice-T song, in my room so many times. And before we go any further, I almost forgot this one. And I don't want to forget it. So if you're kind of wondering about these Jackie Chan sets or the aesthetics of them, for instance, right here in my hand is Jackie Chan Volume 1. You get an idea, but it really underplays how much is in here. When you open it up, first disc got the Killer Meteors on there. Artwork, and if you look right here on the sides, you can see the poster art for the films. Next up is Shaolin Wooden Man, To Kill with Intrigue, Snake and Crane, Arts of Shaolin, Dragon Fist, Battle Creek Brawl, and this 7 is Dragon Lord. Each one of these, if you look right here in the back, shows its original poster art and a synopsis of the film. They're not 2 on a disc. They're not just put there like. They're extremely well done. They do a great job with their collections. Now let's dive into what's exactly on this one here. It's kind of its cult hits Big and Small. It is exactly what it is. You can see we got a commentary with David West on Killer Meteors. A bonus hybrid cut of Dragon Lord. That's pretty incredible. Disc 2, we get Shaolin Wood Men. I don't commentary with James Mudge on here. Ricky Baker on Shaolin Wood Men. Disc 3, we did commentary with David West, interview with Ricky Baker. Disc 4, get another commentary with West. Disc 5, we get a commentary with James Mudge, an interview with David West. Disc 6 is one of the reasons about this. Disc 6 comes with The Golden Boy Harvesting a Major New Martial Arts Maverick, an 85-minute documentary on the sensational 70s emergence of Jackie Chan featuring contributions from a whole ton of people. So, an 85-minute looking at the early years of Jackie Chan. Audio commentary with Mudge, interview with Christine DeBelle. Uh, she was actually, I think she did adult work too. Jackie Chan interview, producer Fred Weintraub. Interview with my dad was here, I tell you. Uh, a 2013 interview with DeBelle, so we got 2 interviews with her on there. Uh, interview with David West. Interview with Ricky Baker. People forget, like this was done in 1980. This was the original introduction of Jackie Chan over to North America. Years before Rumble in the Bronx even happened. I got here Dragon Lord from 1982. With 2 cuts of the film, a 96-minute Hong Kong theatrical cut and a 103-minute long cut that apparently was released there in some territories with approximately 50 minutes of extended and alternate footage. We got a David West commentary, a bunch of other interviews on here. I'm telling you now, guys, these Jackie Chan sets are worth having in your collection. And I know there are some fancy 88 film sets out there where you can get one movie for the price of what you're getting the set for, with a poster and cards and all that type of stuff. And if you can get them for the right price, fantastic. Sure, reminds you of flicks outside of horror that were also part of our lives. That's the thing. I'm a massive. People say, "Well, you're a horror fan." Yes, I am a horror fan. I love horror movies, but I love movies, man. I'm like you, Andy. I love movies. So as much as I love horror, there's like so many other like genres that are out there. And unlike certain ones, I find that as wide a variety as Shout Select has, there isn't a title on here when I'm looking at Shout Select that I don't understand why it's a Shout Select release. Why it's not a Shout release, why it's not a Scream Factory release. Everything here that's a Shout Select release, it makes total sense. Branding was important to Shout. When they did their Scream Factory release, when they did their Shout Select releases, and when they did their branding for their sub-labels, they did it well. I love Brewster's Millions, another fantastic film. City Slickers is a great movie. Herzog, The Collection. Which in volume 2? What do we have on this one? I have an old like DVD Warner Herzog Kinski collection. Well, I guess it's not going to tell me then, is it? Oh, there we go. Description. Let's find out. We got Signs of Life from 1968. The Great Ecstasy of Woodcarver Steiner. How much wood could woodchuck chuck? La Souffrie. God's Angry Man. Yui's Sermon. The Dark Below the Mountains. Herdsman. A lot of like shorter films, right? Like shorts and stuff like that. You wish Nothing But Trouble was a Scream Factory? I could see it, but I understand why it's not. Herdsman of the Sun, Echoes from a Somber Empire, Wheel of Time, Blue Yonder. They're outside of like the bigger ones. I'm not a Nutty Professor fan. I'm not going to lie. I was never a fan of these films. That would be like I guess it was like in a crate digger sale, and I'm getting Shed Select stuff. Like to give you an example of what I mean. I liked the film, but it wasn't one of my favorites. This is Home for the Holidays. It's definitely a fun film. Holly Hunter, Robert Downey Jr., and Bancroft. It's one that I liked more after I got this release than when I initially got it. Now, this release right here, I was at my local record store in North Sydney, Sydney, and shout out to them. And they have crate digger sales. What a crate digger sale is that we'll have like Funkos and like different things there, and they'll have movies, both Blu-ray and DVD, 25 cents each. You get what you want, right? So I'm going through, and I come across Home for the Holidays. I'm not even joking. This one right here. This literally came from a crate digger sale. So yeah, would I recommend it now? Yeah, I actually would. Used cars, I definitely do a lot more than that, Professor. Mr. Mama Sound Theater. I love Mr. Mom. I remember when like Michael Keaton was going to become like Batman when they announced it, and they said, "Oh, he can't be Batman. He was Mr. Mom." That he's a comedian. Um, but uh, but yeah, this is a really fun film. Like if you've never seen Mr. Mom, or it's been a long time since you've seen it, it stands. Like it really does. It stands up. Uh, especially for me. And there's this like this soap operatic scene that really, really just really is fun. It's a lot of fun. We got the Hardly Come Here, Road to Wellville, Get Shorty. I definitely recommend. John Carpenter's Elvis. 100% recommend this one. This is a really good film. Caruso does a great job. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. Works better in Select. Now, Select is a thing, but in the early days of Scream, would have made sense. Downfall is again a wonderfully acted film. Unfortunately, often known as kind of like a meme, but it's a really good film. Little Big League. This is like I'm a little bit older, so I really enjoyed this film. But for some people, this is their childhood. Little Big League is part of their childhood. Adam Butterfly was just an amazing production. City Slickers 2. I didn't like so much as City Slickers, but I still liked it. I liked it a lot. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, I loved. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels works so well. The remake of it doesn't. I was really disappointed, but the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, kind of like it just Steve Martin, Michael Caine, they're so good. Very Bad Things. I liked. I didn't love it. I liked it. Explorers is one of those I maybe I got to go back and rewatch, but I liked it. Again, I liked it. I was not. It was not a perfect watch for me. Dudes. I don't remember Dudes very well. I know that it was in it because it's written there. But anyway, uh, Missing was okay. Now, American Me is a really big film. I really love American Me. So when we went to Ottawa, we got to meet Edward James Olmos, and he had all kinds of like autographed pictures of him in like Miami Vice and him in like Battlestar Galactica. And also people, everybody going up was asking about Battlestar Galactica. And I just thought this was such a powerful performance, such a great portrayal that it would behoove me to actually talk to him about this and this film rather than go in and say, "Hey, Battlestar Galactica is good." Um, and we did. So we talked about this film and what it took for him to do it. I got a picture. Um, is this the one? I gotta make sure. I got a picture of one of his films. Let me. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning, but either way, American Me was one heck of a performance. I don't remember this one at all, actually. The Man There in Mask, I remember. I didn't think I was gonna like it because I wasn't a massive Leonardo DiCaprio fan. I know it's crazy now at the time, but I really ended up liking this movie a lot. Born in East LA is fun. Glass Key is a great film. Paradise Alley is good. It's time to go there again. The Jerk is one of my favorite comedies of all time. It is a seminal Steve Martin role. Bernadette Peters, who I absolutely fell in love with back then. I thought she was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. One beautiful woman I've ever seen, and she's just so good in this. Everybody's good in this. This is such a good film. Feature wise, you got a few things here. I was kind of hoping that they would have put the Jerks 2 on there as well. Stand and Deliver is what I'm talking about. That's the movie I got the I've got the that's the movie I got the autograph for. We talked about Stand and Deliver. Thank you. That's the movie I was trying to get into my head. How did I get confused? Because he's got like the because I'm thinking he's got like full hair there, and I'm sure on the one that I watched, it's like he's like kind of like he's got it done look kind of balding, kind of like a comb over type thing. So I'm like, that can't be the right movie. I can't be talking about the right movie. Um, so it was Stand and Deliver. Thank you. But yeah, such a good release. Again, love this film. Everybody should have the jerk. Indy coming to the save. Watch Remember's okay. Billy Jack. Now here's the thing. Your brother's wait was actually do you mean like your brother's teacher was the teacher that inspired the film, the one that Edward James almost worked with, that they made the movie about? That's incredible, man. That's amazing. Because that's the one we talked about. All right, Billy Jack collection. The original Billy Jack film isn't Billy Jack. It's actually called The Born Losers. It's a it's a good film. The one of the girls in it is super annoying though. So for best actor, he was, and he deserved it too. Unf- So the girl that kind of was the more the annoying part of Born Losers becomes the lead in Billy Jack, which is almost a remake of Born Losers, really. And that's his wife. And after that, there was a trial of Billy Jack, which, and I kid you not, because you can see it on the screen, is 171 minutes long. Should the trial of Billy Jack be 171 minutes long? No. Born Losers had it right. 140 minutes is stretching it, but it's where you want to be for a Billy Jack film. 140 minutes for a Billy Jack Goes to Washington, but there's audio commentaries here with Tom Laughlin and Dolores Taylor on all four of the films. That is amazing, man. And they're such uniquely unusual people. How unusual, you might ask? Well, see, here it is. When they made, after they made Billy Jack, they wanted to do like a kind of a remake of it with other actors. They wanted to like train people into the philosophy. I'm not joking here, into the philosophies of Billy Jack. Uh, yeah, they're very interesting. Are the commentaries great? I would love to still. I love someone to watch over me. I'll pass by things that I'm not really big on. Blue Dahlia is a great one. Farewell, My Lovely. The Big Sleep. It's right here. Robert Mitchum plays Philip Marlowe. He plays an aging Philip Marlowe. And that's what you want to see. I'm sure a lot of I'm not BJ goes to Washington. I'm sure BJ does go to Washington quite a bit. No, BJ goes to Washington. Not one of the better ones, but worth watching. But he kind of waxes philosophical, like you tend to do later in life. Great films with great casts. How great? Well, we have Charlotte Rampling, Sylvia Miles, John Ireland, Harry Dean Stanton, Sylvester Stallone, Jack O'Halloran, Candy Clark, Oliver Reed, Joan Collins, Edward Fox, John Mills in these films. Strongly recommend them. Strong recommendation of that double feature. Plague Dogs, that's a rough watch. I like it, but as an Adam Lover, it's a rough watch. I don't remember Havoc that well. Dr. Detroit, I was love this movie when I was young. Like I was really young. I was probably too young watching Dr. Detroit when I watched Dr. Detroit, but I massively like Dr. Detroit. Yeah, started the blockbuster opening and the first TV spots nationwide. He was really good when it came to that. Pe- it's just a shame he'd be such an unusual character. Sorry, I needed enough drink. Didn't have time to mute it. Four Weddings and a Funeral is a classic. Who doesn't love this movie? Baghdad Cafe is here. Glenn Miller's Story is a great James Stewart film. Chris Cross. I'll make you. No. But Burt Lancaster, Yvonne Carlo, Jan Duryea. How can you not want that film? Hang 'em High. When I was a kid, this was, hey, Chris, welcome, man. Love that Superman picture. When I was a kid, this was my Western. I watched this one so much. I always remember there's that scene when he goes into the bar, right? And when he takes down the kerchief where it shows like the scar left over from where he tried to hang him and didn't work. That's where the title of the movie comes from. If you're gonna hang a man, you better hang him high. It is so cool, man. It's so cool. Love this movie. Endless Love. Yeah, it's a film. Car Wash is fun. Home for the Holidays, I showed you guys already. Biloxi Blues I really liked. I wish this one would have gone to more because I would really like to own this one. The Abbott and Costello set. Look at this here. Universal Pictures Collection. Complete set. Everything there. Night in the Tropics, Buck Privates, In the Navy, Hold That Ghost, Keep 'em Flying, and Ride 'em Kill. But you see commentaries and everything as we go along here. Part of My Sarong, Who Done It, which is a really fun one. It Ain't Hay, Hit the Ice, In Society, Here Come Coeds. The Naughty 90s, that's where Ease on First comes from. Little Giant, The Time of Their Lives. Buck Privates, Come Home. The Wistful Widow of Wagon Gap. Abbott Costello Meet Frankenstein, it's a good one. It's one of the best. Who doesn't love that film? Mexican Hayride, Abbott Costello Meet the Killer, Boris Karloff. Abbott Costello and the Foreign Legion. Abbott Costello Meet the Invisible Man, which is actually a boxing one. I'm not joking. Coming Around the Mountains, Lost in Alaska, Abbott Costello Go to Mars. Abbott Costello Meet Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, also with Boris Karloff. Abbott Costello Meet the Keystone Cops. Abbott Costello Meet the Mummy. The World of Abbott Costello. Abbott Costello Meet Jerry Seinfeld was a special was on it. Abbott Costello Meet the Monsters. A whole bunch of featurettes on here as well. Just a lot of great stuff. I'm a massive Abbott Costello fan. Definitely recommend it. Going Berserk, I love this movie. Now, I'm going to guess Indy's going to remember this one. Maybe Chris. But I know Indy for sure probably remember this. Because it's our era. And it's highly Canadian. You've got John Candy, Joe Flaherty, and Eugene Levy. For you younger people, Eugene Levy, the dad in Schitt's Creek. But for us older people, three of the stars of SCTV. Such a good film. So funny. So much fun. Massively underrated. Oh God, I remember. I love these movies. Aside, there was Oh God, Book 2, I think, and Oh God, You Devil. Whereas the three of them, I think. Oh God, look at feature. Oh God, Book 2, Oh God, You Devil. Yeah. 1977, 1984. I was like 6 when Oh God came out. I was 13 when Oh God, You Devil came out. I saw all three of these in theater. I remember like rediscovering them because I was way too young to really get all the jokes, obviously, when I was young. But I remember like rediscovering them on VHS. And I have not watched these since VHS. So I would love to have these and rewatch them. Earthquake, I saw in a theater in I think it was a retro theater. Depends when it came out. You did not see it. You got to see it, man. It's fun. 'cause I think this was earlier, like, because the theater that I saw it in, yeah, it came in 1974, so it would have been retro theater. Like, they had the speakers done so that it rumbled, so that it was almost like it shook. As an epileptic as guy as epilepsy, it was kind of freaky for me. Well, it's such a good film. Of course, I grew up the Cheech and Chong films. We even had the Cheech and Chong records. The yellow, like, slip, Acapulco Gold filters, Sister Mary Elephant, and of course, Dave. Everybody remembers Dave, right? The whole, like, "Hey, man, it's Dave. Leave me in, I got stuff." Everyone remembers that one, right? Macon County Line. I remember Return to Macon County Line more than I remember Macon County Line. So this is one I had to rewatch. It is insane how wonderfully eclectic The Box is a great film. But that's the thing, by the way. If there's one that you guys specifically like, and I pass by it. It's just because as I'm going through them, I'm trying to just focus in on certain ones that, like, I strongly remember. Daniel Day Lewis is a fantastic actor. One of the all-time greats, to be honest with you. Where the Buffalo Roam with Bill Murray. This is a personal favorite of mine. Of course, we've all seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, not everybody has seen Where the Buffalo Roam. It's the first um, depiction, I think, like fictional fiction of Hunter S. Thompson on screen. So Hunter S. Thompson was a journalist, like gonzo journalist, one of the greatest of all time. He wrote some fantastic books. Hunter S. Thompson was a massive influence on me when I was going to journalism school. He was a big influence on why I chose journalism over acting. Because at that time, that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be doing stuff like that. I wanted to be out there. I wanted to go in different countries. I wanted to experience different things. I wanted to be like Hunter S. Thompson. Unfortunately, my life went in a different direction, but that's not sure if it would have been. Yeah, he did a massive amount of drugs, so that's a different thing. But aside from that, definitely, and I love Where the Buffalo Roams. I did. I mean, I went to school for journalism, gleaming. Uh, a lot of stuff that you see on this channel, a lot of the stuff that I do, whether it is some of the research, some stuff behind the scenes, um, when I have people on the channel, a lot of those traits, a lot of those, I guess, quote unquote, skills, whatever you want to call them, that comes from journalism. A lot of the stuff that I do comes from journalism. Even to this day, a lot of the connections that I've made and that I make is because I'm more focused onto the journalistic aspect. Like, one thing that I think is a positive and negative about my channel, and you can tell me if you know which way you think it is. I don't mind. Is that I try to be I get a bit geeky, but I get a bit academic when it comes to this stuff. Um, and that some people like it, some people don't. But I think my channel is heavily influenced on my journalistic training. My first teacher, when I was in journalism, my first year, he quit after the first year, and he went and he lived with this tribe. I don't know country. I don't even know, but like this tribe like that didn't see. They were really. So it was a very influential to me, and I quit after my first semester, no, my second semester, and I went back again. I went back like afterwards, but he was like a big. He was a cheerleader pretty much for me doing journalism, and he thought I should be there, that I belonged there. So when I left for and took some time off, he was upset, and he did a class, and I found out this when I went back. He'd gone. He'd already gone to the tribe. He would come back later about like people that waste their potential, and he was talking, and he talked about me leaving, uh, just as just I was apparently getting hot. Uh, just as as I was as I was getting into the flow. But yeah, I love journalism. If that makes any sense, and I did. I went back to school. I thought about going back to do it. I went back and ended up doing like when I got my finally got my degree. It was in business. I did journalism. I did visual arts because when I was in journalism, when I was in my second semester of journalism, I used to do the sheets out for like radio for the radio plays, for radio stuff, radio shows, and like for like our TV shows. We have like a radio station on our at our college, and I do like the call sheets. We break things down, put things together. I'd be editing things. As I was doing that, I used to like kind of doodle and just make drawings. Is on my desk, and I just put them up. And my roommate at the time was in journalism, and he was in visual arts, never going to class. So the one of the lead people in visual arts came into our class, came to my room, looking for him, yelling, ready to yell him out. And yeah, that's they saw my drawings and they got me to switch over. That's where we go. But I'm sucked. I'm not really not very talented when it comes to art. Unlike journalism, which I can do, visual arts, yeah, and that ain't me. Bright Beach Memoirs is a great one. John Silverman, I think. Love this one. Love the play. Crumble Shrinking Woman, Lily Tomlin. It's Count Holocaust, but journalist. Count Holocaust is different. It's Rogero Diodato. One, watch the animal cruelty free version. Hey there, welcome. Not the turtle, exactly. Yeah, watch the animal cruelty free version of the film. But there's one neat little aspect to that film. There's a twist to Cannibal Holocaust. Anybody seen knows exactly what I'm talking about. That's the salesman. I'm guessing Indy's done this one. If like Cinema Dave was here, he's done. We've all like been on productions of, and any of us here that went in for acting, we've all done like Death of Salesman at least once or twice. Backbeat, so cool. Steven off Cheryl Lee, the beautiful Cheryl Lee is in this. Shock to the System is one of my absolute favorites. Here's one I always recommend. People, this is a sleeper. This is a gem, hidden gem. So Michael Caine plays this kind of a business guy. He's at this company. He's a corporate guy. He's getting older, and younger people than him, unfortunately, are making up the corporate ladder. He's not. But here's the thing. Maybe with a little murder, it'll happen. Shock the System is a dark comedy. It's extremely well done, and it's one of Michael Caine's better roles, especially during that period of time. Couldn't you? Yeah, you can't. That's the thing. If you acted, yeah, you had to be in some Neil Simon, right? If you did musical theater, you did some like Stephen Sondheim. We got Wheel Rider here. Great Minnesota, the Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid. Jeffrey's a really good film. I love this movie, actually. Sliding Doors, I really like. there's some different titles here. I mean, some look, they got the Red Dawn Collector's Edition, and for $59, it's not bad. Like, if you're into Red Dawn. So for those who don't know, like, they do collector's editions, and what usually like, you can see it right here. So it's you get the Blu-ray, 4K UHD with the slipcase, along with, enamel pins, and you get the Red Dawn poster as well, and it comes in, like, this, cool little collector's box. And it's, like, usually very limited. This one here is limited to 500 copies, 500 units. So once that's gone, it's gone. And if you're a massive fan, like if you know you want to get the film, just get the film. But if you're like say you're a massive fan, oh no, actually, I was talking to Malcolm earlier. Um, well, last night I was the one that's sick. I wasn't feeling well, but I haven't heard from him recently. I think um, he's supposed to be getting his game later on today. Do you own any manga? Not so much anymore. I used to own a lot. Um, now my better half probably owned a lot more than I did film watch. She's a massive like like fan of manga and anime and all that stuff. Screamer Shock to the System as a YouTube channel. I gotta check that out, man. Thank you. Um, there's someone like get on here. Um, but yeah, no, I for like it was harder to get when I was younger. Like you really had to like even anime was hard to get. You had to like usually like order from when I was in college, you order from Japan, and you get it coming. There was no English, no subtitles. Forget that. You just try to figure it out as best you could. First time I saw Akira, there was no subtitles on it. First time I saw the Bubbling Crisis. First time I saw, Key and Yuri. There was no subtitles. I was actually just trying to figure out what was going on and just enjoying this like the way it looked. Uh, Manga was the same thing. It wasn't really until like Shonen Jump and Shoujo Beat kind of came about in North America that you were really like getting like a strong look at manga and like some of the Animigo stuff and some of the earlier I remember finding Junji Ito through like one of those magazine ones where they did they showed Spiral and you like different chapters of Spiral, and I remember reading the manga for Spiral, which was fascinating. Loved it. Strongly recommend Junji Ito if you like horror. Um, but yeah, it's something that I want to get back into again. But it's the thing with manga is thank you. I mean, like I went to bed literally at like 7:30 last night. 7:30 last night, I fell asleep and I woke up 4 in the morning. Miss those monthly shonen jumps. Me too. Those were so good, man. There's so much you just discover through there. Thank you so much, Bower. Is that Billie Eilish? Because damn. The Clue was fantastic. Trespass was really good. Nighthawks. Time again, guys. It's that time again. This was my first Shit Select release. This was a favorite movie of mine. See, Nighthawks was the very first movie that Rutger Hauer did in North America. It was meant to be his introduction to North America. It was meant to be his kind of leading starring role. Here's the thing, though. Sylvester Stallone is in this movie, and Sylvester Stallone had this rewritten a lot to focus a lot more. It still had a focus on Rutger Hauer, but it had a stronger focus suddenly on Stallone. There's a great conversation with Stallone's agent at the time. We says a lot of great stuff with Stallone, actually, about like some of the stuff that Stallone did behind the scenes. Interesting stuff. That's the end of them. But I have a couple here to show you that are no longer available. See, before we got all this cool Bruce Lee sets coming out from Arrow and Criterion. Shout select, put out some Bruce Lee. No matter what set I get, probably the Arrow set, 4K set, I can never put these in my collection because, one, they're out of print. Two, I've such love for these films. I don't mind having a couple different versions of them. And they're the Fortune Star ones too. So here is Bruce Lee Return the Dragon. The one with, of course, Chuck Norris. Sadly long out of print. See, there's some great features. I commentary with Mike Leader. Interviews here. One of the interviews with Sammo Hung. Of course, along that, I got Fists of Fury. Which again was loaded with special features. Number 11, number 18 of the Shout Select collection. No longer available to buy. What's really neat about them too, it also comes with the original theatrical art. And that was your first R-rated cinema watch. That is cool, man. With both of these. It's a pretty good sale going on right now. There's a whole ton of things that we can look at, and there's probably some more stuff we'll look at here in a few minutes. Because I want to check on something. Don't forget, like we spoke about earlier, that coming up soon, we've got the Long Good Friday Arrow Edition. The show released a big book style box set of Bruce Lee films. They didn't. They lost the rights to them before they had the chance to. They released them singular on Shout Select, and they released some as double features. They did the same thing with some Jackie Chan work as well. They had some early Jackie Chan stuff. They released as double features and like an 8-pack, like on a DVD, like in a cheaper DVD selection. At the end, gleaming, when the rights were going, you could find like some of the releases. Like there's a Bruce Lee documentary that they had. It was odd because it was like done talking with odd UFC fighters, and they were talking about how Bruce Lee was kind of the first UFC guy. So they, but it's a good documentary, just an odd one. But you find them at like Giant Tigers and places like that because it was like they lost the rights to them. So Long Good Friday soon coming out. Fantastic film if you've never seen it. May 27th. For those who don't know, I will be streaming my the video game. I'm just working on getting the sound down right. I did an hour-long stream earlier on today for WWE 2K24. Thank you for those who came in and watched it. Where I couldn't like get the sound working at the time, I actually was like just typing messages back and forth to people as I was playing the game. As far as I can see right now, Bruce Lee is the first mixed martial artist. And that's what he talked about, actually. He talked about that in the documentary. I think it's like I Am Bruce Lee or something like that. Like graphics-wise. Hey, Gina, congratulations on the show. Furnish scripts for the new TV show, which you're filming today. You'll do a fantastic job. Don't worry about it. You got this, man, and good luck. You know your stuff. Killer, yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. Actually, there was a bunch of new releases. For those that don't know, they announced a bunch of stuff. Killer Clowns was one of the announcements, right? So here we go. Thank you, Gleaming. I almost forgot this. The new releases from Scream Factory. Let's look at the big editions. We'll go through them all. This is the Killer Clowns from Outer Space limited 35th anniversary edition steelbook, plus poster, plus prism sticker, because that's the thing now, plus enamel pins, plus lobby card. Limited to 500 units. That's going to be pricey, though, right? 135, not as bad as I thought, actually. 93 in stock. They sold that many already? Holy crap. I guess the people are massive fans of this, all right? I actually really like this film. 2-disc 4K Blu-ray UHD set. Retro prism sticker, 18 by 24 artwork. 5 enamel pins. Backer card. 5 lobby cards, 10 by 8. We got Dolby Vision on this one, by the way, guys. 175 editions sold out already for Killer Clowns. Hey, Brent, did it really? We'll check it out in a second. I want to see what was in that 175 edition. British films of the Chiodo brothers. I think I have Chiodo brothers on my Facebook. Oh, here's the one. Is this the one? Was that the one I was looking at? The one that sold it? Did that one sell out? This one here has limited 500 units. If you like slipcovers, you got your choice of 2. Or you can go with the regular edition. And even that's not regular. You get 2 slipcovers. You get the Killer Clowns poster. Looks like it's reversible. No, you get 2 posters. Holy crap, you get 2 posters. Prism sticker, 2 slipcovers. Everything, both 4Ks, steelbook bundles, pins, art cards, already moved from the site. Holy crap, man. Thank you, man. That's pretty. That sounds like, if you're a Killer Clowns fan, that is an amazing set. Here's one that I like that surprised me because I didn't realize this was much of a release that a lot of people like, but I kind of dug this one. So this is Dracula 2000. It would like Spawn 2. Okay, sequels. But the first one I just really dug is very much a 90s film. Patrick Lussier was going to do like a ton of other stuff and did editing work and other work for Wes Craven over the years. Did this one here, and I like this. There's a whole bunch of stuff here, new commentaries from film critics Emily Higgins and Bill Dunham. Hopefully they do treat it well. Commentary for Patrick Lussier, new interview with Lussier, interview with Carol Spire, interview with Marco Beltrami. I know this is very much a film of its era, like 2000. I know it really seems like late 90s, but I dug this film a lot. I like the twist in it and on who Jack Lee is in this one. See, they have the animated Addams Family collection here on 4K, which is fun. They're good films, good for the kids. You know, they're enjoyable. This is the one that surprised me. I love this artwork, by the way. This artwork for Orphan is absolutely fantastic. I love this movie, by the way. Orphan is such a fun film. And the sequel is really good. If you haven't seen Orphan First Kill, it's actually really, really... Orphan is one of those things that I won't give away the twist. There's a massive twist in Orphan, and it really depends upon you like buying the twist. but it's done in a way and done so well that makes the twist an easy, easy to buy the twist, right? But Orphan First Kill, I was worried about because the twist in Orphan is once you know it, right? How can you make another film once the twist is out there? They did it. Little kids wanted to see Jack 2000, got rejected because of their age. They got tickets for Emperor's New Groove instead. I would have been so peeved because my better half loves Emperor's New Groove, but I didn't like it very much. So that would that would have made me so angry. And the art for All in Doc Moreau is absolutely stunning. Like, look at this. Look at this artwork. But it's not the sexy look. Is it? Is that one 899 though? Like, because that's the sexy looking artwork. I'm assuming it's 1990s. Yeah. Like, this is not by any means my favorite film, nor is it my favorite adaptation of All in Doc Moreau. But the Richard Stanley documentary on Richard Stanley about him trying to make it was fantastic. I'm actually shocked that they didn't go put that in there. But theatrical and director's cut of the film. But we're not finished yet because we got Gretel and Hansel, a grim fairy tale. Yeah, it's surprising how good the sequel was, man. Directed by Osgood Perkins. My first introduction to Osgood Perkins was, of course, related to Anthony Perkins. You want on Doc Moreau. I understand, man. I wanted to. Was in what's in the movie? Dead and Breakfast. I do the Zach Selwyn song, "Come to Kill You." Trust me, if you like YouTube Zach Selwyn, "Come to Kill You" afterwards, it'll get stuck in your head for days. Brandon's hilarious, that film. Got Battle over Britain here. What's the set? See, these things are my. If this is like if this is a historical documentary, it's my jam. I watch so many documentaries, guys. I'm such a geek for that, especially like that era. Like watch a lot of World War II documentaries, stuff like that. And this right here, I love the This Is thing. You guys know I'm a massive MST3K guy, and the fact that the Gizmoplex, which was limited initially to only people that backed it at the time, so people were getting it and like flipping it in the aftermarket. It's just Felicia Day, Patton Oswalt, Jonah Ray with the new girl, Emily Marsh. Oh, she's so good. Joel Hodgson comes back. Just such great stuff. This has been a shout day. Tokusatsu collection, I really want to. I really wish. Am I the only person? Would anybody else wish they put it early Kamen Rider sets and not just the new ones? I'm glad they're putting Geats, which is a really good series. But I want to see the original. I'm actually really surprised when Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, but I'll buy it. I'm not gonna lie, I'll buy this. It's cheesy fun. I'll buy it. I'll buy The Shining too. I actually really like this one. Yes, so much there. That's because you got the taste. Oh, there's a $175 one that they pulled from it on the soda. That's pretty cool, Brent. You're right. I would assume with the information that we've gotten So we know that it's going to be what was it, 11 or 12 films. There's going to be a bunch of films. That's a volume one. We know that there is a magazine slash hardcover magazine slash book that's being done in conjunction with it that's sold right now. And the fact that that's being sold right now, I would, and it hasn't been announced yet, so I have no behind the scenes like knowledge on this one here. That, but I would expect it to probably come for their halfway to Black Friday sale. That's when I expect to see the Bruce Exploitation one come. And as when I know more about the Bruce Exploitation set and we get more information on it, I'll let you know for sure. But it's been a heck of a morning. It's okay. Yeah, that's it. It was okay. Wasn't great. Wasn't wonderful, but it was okay. All right. My name is Aaron. I run this little fun thing called the Call to Cinema, which I am so happy when you guys come in and say hi and join. Now we have people joining us at times. We've had Malcolm, we've had Indy, we've had Matt, we've had so many people come in and join us, and that's one of the great things about it. Is it's just such a it's a fun place. Hopefully, for you guys hang and talk about movies. Walmart Screen Factory Superbook of Winnie the $19. Oh, that's actually a good price. I would be tempted on that. I would be tempted. I still, depending on the features, it's not even a great movie. Why would I need to? I'm a sucker, Glenn. I'm a sucker. Uh, I'll be doing a lot more on here, and I've been feeling the greatest the last few days. So that's been one of the reasons that I haven't done as many videos recently. I've been doing a lot like behind the scenes. I actually got to charge my computer now. Hopefully for my birthday, we'll be doing like a birthday stream. Might help support channel when my birthday stream comes up. Buy me a coffee. I'll tell you why right now, because when people do super chats, unfortunately, what happens sometimes is we lose up to 40% of anything that gets donated. That's something we found out again recently. So, but that I don't leave on downer like that. Let's leave on something high, something positive, something great. There's so many. That's just such a good sale. Such amazing stuff. What I want you to get out of when you come out here is not me shilling. I do that because it's my channel. It's what I have to do. But there's so many good movies to watch. There's so much cool stuff to pick up. I love these Jackie Chan sets. I really think they're worth it. My name's Aaron. Thank you so much. I'm going to go rest up for a bit. Probably play a little bit of the WWE 2K14 game. 14, yeah, there we go. 24 game. If I do, and I figure out how to do how I get my sound to come out, then I'll be doing a stream. And I can say right now, the graphics on WWE 2K24. So they said there's going to be a little bit of an uptick. There's massive improvements. Nikita Lyons looks way better in this one than she did in the other one. In the other games, it seemed like she was an afterthought. But yeah, these people look way better, and there's just so much more. There's so much to go over, and I will do a review of it as well. There's a review coming out this week for the Columbia Classics Collection Volume 4 4K box set. So please watch that when it comes out. I was lucky enough. I reached out to my agents at Sony, and they were able to get the Columbia Classic set, and me getting more sets like this and being able to review more sets like that depends on people watching those videos. So hopefully you watch that video. There may be a contest coming in that video. So just saying. My name is Aaron. This is the Call to Cinema. I will see you here soon. Enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful day and enjoy WWE 2K24 Day.